What a fucking...
Come on, Pewdiepie. We know you can do it. Come on, man. You can do it, Felix. Pull your head out of your a-hole. Howdy. Wow, Russ here.
And Chris.
If you're not subscribed to Why Russ, please subscribe. It means everything to us. We want our subscribers to go up. Everybody knows about the whole Pewdiepie saying the N-word thing, and it does suck. It's not a good word to say.
I grew up in Alabama. All the time growing up, I heard it in places that I would not even want to admit. I never liked it. I just didn't get it. I have to say that there was a time in my youth that I would hear people of African American descent use that word with someone else, and they'd use the ER on the end of it. You know?
Really?
Oh yeah, back then even that. But then if a Caucasian white person used the word, it wasn't okay, and I never understood that at that point.
Because you just don't like the word period.
It's because I just didn't like it, and I didn't think, you know, no one should be using it. I'm sorry. I didn't feel that anyone should be using it.
But I think it's complicated, and it's hard to like pick a side of what we should say, because for one, we're not in that situation. We're not African American growing up in a culture where the word might have a different context.
Right, but we are a part of a community where we will hear people use the word, oh, that's so gay, or oh, he's a type of thing, you know.
I don't even want you to say that, like...
Yeah,
I mean,
but
don't
the
say
F word,
that.
okay.
Like the other day, I actually went to the bar here in Bozeman, and I was watching a football game, and one of the players did something stupid, and a guy was yelling F got to the screen, and he said something, he said the gay word a lot, and it's used in the context like those shoes are gay.
Yeah.
Rather than homosexual. I still hear all that stuff, and a lot of it is context, but should he be saying that word? Probably not. But like it's very similar to the N-word. You know, there's a context where people are like, oh, I'm chilling with my bros, but they're saying, instead of bros, they're saying that, or they're saying, oh, that guy is just, he's an effing N. They're downgrading the person. Of course that's bad. What's sad is Pewdiepie did say it in a negative way. So we're gonna react to my response from Pewdiepie.
You probably won't believe me when I say this, but whenever I go online and I hear other players use the same kind of language that I did, I always find it extremely immature and stupid, and I hate how I now personally fed into that part of gaming as well. It was something that I said in the heat of the moment. I said the worst word I could possibly think of, and it just sort of slipped out. And I'm not going to make any excuses to why it did, because there are no excuses for it. I'm disappointed in myself because it seems like I've learned nothing from all these past controversies. And it's not that I think I can say or do whatever I want and get away with it. That's not it at all. I'm just an idiot. But that doesn't make what I said or how I said it okay. It was not okay. I'm really sorry if I offended, hurt, or disappointed anyone.
I'm not part of the gaming community, so I never even see any games and how the gaming community reacts or what they say. But if it's true that the gaming community uses this type of language all the time and he's hearing it all the time, I can totally see that in the heat of the moment it would just slip out, because that's the way the human brain, how we learn language. We hear, we repeat. We hear, we repeat. It's the way language is passed along.
Not that it's a good thing to say.
Not it's a good thing to say.
It's not a good thing to say.
But if you are hearing it constantly, I mean, I've said things before that surprise me when they come out of my mouth. You know, it's just like, where did that come from?
When I was growing up, I heard the N-word very, very little. I didn't listen to rap, so I didn't really hear the N-word at all. And then one time I had a family member that I'm not really connected to now. They said the N-word in a negative way. It hit me, you know, that gut feeling. You're like, you're almost surprised that you have a family member that you realize would say something like that. You're like, what? Like,
it was hurtful to you.
Like, I was like, my family says this? Like, what is going on? Later on, I started listening to like rap music and stuff, and I heard it a couple times, and every single time it would bring me back to that feeling. I was like, holy crap, like, they're saying that, like, I don't understand. Like, at first I hated it, and I think overall hate that word in general, no matter who says it. I just do, because a lot of the negative context that has gone with the word for a long time, you know? But now I notice when I listen to rap music, there might be an artist I really look up to, and I'm like, wow, this is a great song, and the lyrics are just so catchy. And then in my head, I don't say the word out loud, but in my head, when I'm singing the lyrics, I actually say the N-word with the lyrics. Not in a negative context, I'm literally just repeating exactly word for word what the artist said.
But how can you not? Those are the lyrics.
But it's like catchy, so I can understand, like, language is very catchy, and the whole gay thing. I grew up as a gay kid who hated the word gay. I was hearing that all the time, and I was from a conservative community, so people never talked about gay for homosexual. I heard gay all the time, like daily, many times a day, for that's stupid. And then what surprised me is I ended up saying it, and it just slipped. Something was going bad or something, I was like, oh, that's gay. I just said, that's gay. Like, I said that, like, I don't like that, but it was because I was hearing it so much that it just kind of slipped.
Well, the thing is, he is putting a lot of his life out there all the time. How many people are putting as much of their life out there? You know, all of us probably end up doing things that we wish we hadn't done. Do things as like, what was I doing? But they're not out there on film, so they just kind of go right on by us. We don't end up facing a consequence. So much of his life is out there, he gets caught with it.
Not that he should be doing it.
No.
Being in the position I am, I should know better. I know I can't keep messing up like this. And I owe it to my audience and to myself to do better than this, because I know I'm better than this. I really want to improve myself and better myself, not just for me, but for anyone that looks up to me or anyone that's influenced by me. And that's how I want to move forward away from this.
How can you be better than that with an apology?
I don't know. He didn't try to support his actions, to justify his wrong action in any way. That's the best we could ask of anyone.
He said it in the heat of the moment, and words are definitely very contagious, and if you hear something enough, sometimes you do end up saying it. Not saying it's a good thing or that you should repeat anything, and you are still accountable for what you say. And what you put out there, you're accountable for it, and he is accountable for it. I love that he's not trying to justify what he said. There's still people that when you confront them about something, they try to defend it the whole time and they never like take responsibility for their actions. He knows that it could have affected somebody in a negative way, and he's sorry for that. Because of him saying the N-word, he now has a copyright strike.
We're filing a DMCA takedown of PewDiePie's Firewatch content and any future Campo Santo games. There's a bit of leeway you have to have with the internet when you wake up every day and make video games. There's also a breaking point. I'm sick of this child getting more and more chances to make money of what we make. For those of you who don't know, a DMCA claim is basically a copyright strike. It's like a legal action towards your channel. It's a pretty big deal. If I get more than 3 of them, then my channel will shut down. So you could say this is an attack on me, my livelihood. He also followed with, I urge other developers and will be reaching out to folks much larger than us to cut him off from the content that has made him a millionaire. So basically urging other people to do the same. There hasn't really been a trial that confirms, yes, Let's Plays are protected by fair use. But generally, there hasn't been a case because developers benefit massively from Let's Players or streamers.
That's like free advertisement for these developers, these game developers. I mean, they've got to love it. How else are they going to get their game out there for free? I mean, it's like free advertisement. How much better of a situation can you find yourself in?
They have a stream policy on their website. This is literally if you go to firewatchgame.com/about. It says, can I stream this game? Can I make money off of those streams? Yes. We love that people stream and share their experience in the game. You are free to monetize your videos as well. When I saw these tweets, I immediately privatized the video out of respect for his request. But my video got claimed anyway. It got the strike anyway. These laws are made for people to take down content. And whenever there's power to do so, it's going to be abused. And especially when the reason to take down the content has nothing to do with copyright. And I think it's important not to make any form of censorship or abusive claims. This video is not meant to attack Sean or his development team or anyone. I just think it's important to talk about these things.
On the website of the game, it says, yes, you can stream this game and you can monetize your videos from it. He, as the creator, gave everyone permission to do it.
Well, it's giving people the power to take down your content just because. They might not like the way your hair looks that day.
If you mix emotions with the actual policy of what copyright is, you have situations like this. You have a big video game creator and then you have a bunch of players. Let's say some of them are for Trump and some of them are for Hillary. Whoever he likes more, maybe he's gonna like copyright strike someone based off politics or homosexuality. Maybe he's a big homophobe and there's a couple gay live video game streamers and he's like, you know what, it's against my religion, so I'm gonna give him copyright strikes because of that. You know, I just don't agree with what they do, and I'm gonna get other people to take them down too because they're gay. And it has nothing to do with the actual game or the copyright policy. It's just because they do something that I don't agree with. It's bad.
Yeah, it's a misuse of that whole
DMCA takedown.
So do you think it was correct that Pewdiepie gets a copyright strike? He had taken down the video, he had made it non-public so no one could see it. At that point, there seems to be no reason whatsoever for Sean Bannerman, in my opinion, to place a copyright strike on it. It is not out there.
We want to know what you guys think.
Yeah, what do you think? A brand new day.
We got all that filmed, and then I found out that Pewdiepie allegedly almost said it again.
That's so nice. Thank you very much. Hey. Oh, hello. Okay.
N.
My nub.
I think he did almost say it. It almost sounds like it to me. I don't know.
I don't know.
My N.
It took one day for me to almost slip up. Fantastic. Good job.
See, almost slip up, but what does that mean, almost slip up?
It means he almost said it again.
I would love to hear him say if that's exactly what he almost did again.
To me, it sounded like he was gonna say it, but I don't know, and yeah, until I talk to Pewdiepie, I really don't know, but
call him.
Sounded like.
Call up Felix.
Yeah, like he really wants to talk to me.
If that's what he almost said it again. That's like, do you use that word all the time?
He's got to make a new pattern for himself, not to get away from saying it altogether.
Yeah.
So it doesn't slip.
He can't hang around with his old friends.
You are a lot of times who you hang out with.
Birds of a feather flock together. That's what my grandma always used to say.
I don't blame the creators for being kind of iffy with Pewdiepie because it seems like he keeps on repeating some of these actions. I don't think he's racist at all. I just think that sometimes he is not thinking before he does stuff. But luckily with this last video, he stopped what he was gonna do. It's actually an improvement for him. He stopped, and you can't really get mad at somebody for something they almost did because they didn't do it. He almost did something, but we don't even really know.
He's correcting his actions, we're hoping.
Which is actually cool.
We're hoping.
We just hope he continues on with trying to be a better influence. Like this video, make sure you guys subscribe to Russ. We want our subscribers to go up. Russ
and Chris.
Love you long time. Come on, Pewdiepie. We know you can do it. Come on, man. You can do it, Felix. Pull your head out of your a-hole. You can do it, man.
You can do it.